in your life. Hi guys, welcome to the students who are joining us. We're just going to give a minute or two for a few more students to load into the room. Think of it as everybody walking in and sitting down, right? Just like that. Hi everyone, welcome one more time. Just giving another minute for a room to load in for a few more students to join. All right. So it looks like a good number of you are already here. So I say we get going. First and foremost, welcome. My name is Irina. I'm an assistant director of admissions at Hunter College. I am very excited to see you in this webinar. We are very excited to welcome you for the fall 2021 class. Woohoo, go Hawks all the way. I will say in normal circumstances, this would be a one large day when we can invite you to campus. While we're not able to do that, we're still excited to tell you about all the academic programs that we have at Hunter, and today specifically about chemistry. So while you're not on video and you're not on audio with us, you still have a way to ask questions. As you're listening in to the faculty members today or to the students even, there's a little Q&A button either on the bottom, right, top, wherever your screen tells you it is. You can still ask your questions, put them in there, and we will ask them live at the end of the session. So without further ado, I'm going to give this up for my colleagues from the chemistry department. All yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. We are really happy to have you here today. So we welcome you to 2021, fall 2021. I'm Gabriela Smeureanu. I'm a faculty in the chemistry department. I'm teaching usually general chemistry 1 and 2. I'm coordinating general chemistry laboratories and an analytical course. And I'm joined here today by our chair, Professor Akira Karamura. He will talk with you a little bit later about our research opportunities. So we want to welcome you to Hunter, and hopefully we are excited to welcome you as a chemistry major. So we want to tell you a few things about our department and how you study chemistry and our majors. So our department is comprised of about 24 faculty members and 5 research associates. They all have their own research laboratories. They are actively engaged in research projects related with education or related with pre-health research. And you can see we have a variety of fields: biochemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, bioinformatics, nanotechnology, physical chemistry. So you can engage in any of those fields while you are a chemistry major, and you can choose to do research in any of these areas. You can always look up on our website, chemistry department website, on hunter.cuny.edu on arts and science chemistry, or you can scan the barcode. For our department, so the chemistry department at Hunter is actually divided in 3 sites. We have our Hunter College 68, the main campus, and then we have one research at Well Cornell Belfer Research Building. So we have faculty at the Well Cornell doing research, and then we have CUNY Advanced Science Research Center on the west side. Those 2, Well Cornell and CUNY Advanced Research Center, we have faculty there doing research. And Hunter College main campus at 68th Street, that's where you're going to take your courses. And you can also choose 1 or 2 labs there to do research. But the main idea here is that only 2 buildings will have research. The 3rd building is where you have research and actually go for your classes. So Hunter College 68th Street is where you go for your chemistry courses. And that's where our main campus, department campus is. If you go on our website, you can look on our first page, which is the cuny.edu chemistry science, and you can learn more about us by clicking on About Us, and you can find information about the department and how you can contact us. Special now with the COVID, the best way to contact us is by email. You can also check out the news tab, where we regularly post news that are taking place in our department, publications, and any awards or anything in that regard. Regarding our majors, so we have two main majors in the chemistry department. We have a one major, which is American Chemical Society certified major, which is recommended in case that you want to go and do a master degree or a doctoral degree in chemistry. And then we have a major two, which is the pure chemistry, which has three different sub-plans. One is just pure chemistry, one is biochemistry, and one is bioinformatics. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in the next slide, talking with you about courses and anything that you need for the major. You can see with any of those two majors and with the sub-plan majors, you can go in any field. So all these majors will prepare you for different careers. If you want to do a PhD research, you want to go in industry, you want to go in any hospital and be a lab tech, any forensic, biotech companies. And then we have the biochemistry, which is our pre-med track. So for any pre-health, medicine, pharma, veterinary, you can join that major. You can also teach with chemistry. So any of those majors will allow you to be an educator and teach either at the college or high school level. And then you can work in government, consulting, patent law, and anything like that. So you can see it's very, very broad in terms of careers that you can do with a chemistry major. Looking at our majors here, you can see that the first major, major one, is the one that is very, very heavy. So this one will take you through 1 year of general chemistry, 1 year of organic, 1 year of physical chemistry, and then 4 semesters of research. So that's our main major that requires research, and you are accepted in one lab in our department, and you will do a couple of semesters of research. We have also electives required for the major, biochemistry courses, and all the analytical courses or instrumental courses. For the other 3 majors, which are under the major 2, option 1, 2, and 3, you can see it's the same pattern. So you are required 1 year of general chemistry with the labs, 1 year of organic chemistry with the lab, 1 year of physics with the lab. So physics and biology are lecture lab combined. So they are coming under one course number. And then depends which major you're gonna choose. You may have different requirements in terms of physical chemistry or biochemistry or computer science and statistics for our bioinformatics major. When you declare a major, you're always gonna meet with an advisor, and we walk you through all the courses, and we plan every semester for you to make sure you know what course you need to take and how to advance through your major. Since all the courses in the major have prerequisites, that's why we would like to meet with you once you declare your chemistry major to walk you through all prerequisites and what you need to know before you register, so you don't have any problems when you start to register for the courses. If you go further on our website, and you can click on all the tabs, you can check out the about and any graduate courses and graduate programs and courses that we offer in the chemistry department. You should be more interested probably on undergraduate program. And when you click on that, it will give you a lot of information about courses, majors, and any classes that are offered in the department, as well as access to our faculty and staff, advising research, how to apply to work in a research lab, and any news regarding research in our department. For faculty and staff, you can click on that, and you have access to all 24 faculty members and staff in our department, and you can check their website and publications in case that you want to do research in one of our chemistry labs. I encourage you to read about research that each faculty will do, and then just choose what's suitable for you, what you would like to do. Do you like to do more organic? You like to do more biochemistry, polymers, nanotechnology? So check out each faculty, and then read a couple of papers and see what their research is engaged on. For advising, I mentioned that before, that once you declare a major, an advisor will meet with you. So we'd like you to contact us once you declare the chemistry major so we can meet with you. For advising, we do appointments on our website called Navigate. So you have access to Navigate once you are accepted to Hunter. And there you can schedule an appointment online right now to meet with one of our chemistry department advisors. So myself, our chair, Professor Kawamura, and other advisors are available right now. Just use the navigate, schedule an appointment with us. We'll send you a Zoom link and we're gonna meet with you to guide you towards the courses and anything that you have any questions about. We also have a graduate program. So later on, if you decide to join us further and do a master or a doctoral in chemistry, then you should look at our graduate programs as well. For the undergraduate program, later on, if you check on that, you will be directed towards our curriculum and our research opportunities. So for curriculum, the map that I showed you before is posted on our website with all the courses and anything that you need to know in case that you want to declare a major and a chemistry minor. The declaration is online, so we posted the link here. There is a link with a form that you fill in, and it will be approved by myself or other advisors in our department. But everything has to be online right now. After you declare the major, please send us an email, schedule an appointment with us so we can walk you through all the requirements for the major. I think I can pass it over to our chair right now to talk about research and how you graduate with actually honors in chemistry.
All right. Thank you, Gabby. My name is Akira Kawamura, Chair of Chemistry Department. I'm very glad to talk to you today. And on this slide, it talks a little bit about the honors, but what I want to actually emphasize here, first of all, what I want to say first is for those students who are still considering Hunter versus some other schools, you know, when you're still considering and whether you should come to Hunter or some other schools, I want to tell you one important thing. That is, we, Hunter Chemistry Department, offer very solid chemistry education at a fraction of cost when compared to private schools. We have really rich and strong chemistry education programs. So you get trained really well in Hunter Chemistry Department. I'm not just saying this. I went to Columbia for PhD study, and I've seen firsthand how they teach undergraduate students in chemistry department. What they offer there at Columbia is nothing different from what we offer here at Hunter. And another thing I wanted to mention was there's an organic lecturer at Columbia right now teaching organic chemistry there. She is actually from Hunter. She used to teach at Hunter, teaching organic chemistry here. She just moved over there and teaching the same thing, same organic chemistry. My point is, you're gonna get a great chemistry education here at Hunter Chemistry Department. So that's something I would like you to know when you're choosing a chemistry department. There are many great chemistry departments throughout the country, but I'm very proud to offer very solid chemistry education we offer in our department. And one other thing, since we are on the chem major honor students on this slide, those technical details you're going to learn more if you join and come to the chemistry department. But what I want to emphasize here is if you can come to the chemistry department and graduate with honors, so many doors are going to open up to you. You can, as Gabby mentioned a little bit earlier, Hunter Chemistry Department is a gateway to many different careers. I've seen firsthand many students, top students from our department move on to many different careers, graduate program, PhD programs, medical schools, dental schools, even law schools from our department. And so if you do really well, if you are among the top students graduating with honor, so many doors are going to open and you can have many different career options. That's something I wanted to assure you on this slide. Gabby, can you move on to the next slide? And here, I want to emphasize a little bit about the research opportunities available in Hunter Chemistry Department. And one thing I want to emphasize, which is not written on this slide, one thing I want to emphasize is the location. Location. It's not a real estate advertisement, but Hunter is located in the Upper East Side of Manhattan, as you know. It's so-called, we are actually in the neighborhood of so-called East Side Medical Corridor. It's called East Side Medical Corridor because Hunter is right in the middle of many medical institutes, such as Weill Cornell Medical College, Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, or Mount Sinai School of Medicine. Those are just a few of them, but we are right in the middle of this East Side Medical Corridor. What that means is we do a lot of collaboration with those medical institutes, and we have a very active interaction with those institutes. So if you are interested in biomedical research, Hunter Chemistry Department is a great place to come and build your background training in biomedical research. In addition, some chemistry department students find research opportunities directly in those medical institutions. And they do some bench work in those medical institutions and take courses here at Hunter because it's a walking distance. So that's possible. And that kind of thing is not possible in some other schools or some other, even within CUNY. Hunter is a very exceptional campus location. So location is very important because it gives you an opportunity to do all kinds of research. And Hunter Chemistry Department, the geographical location is ideal for biomedical research. And that's something I really want to emphasize to you. Location matters when it comes to the opportunity of research. And moving on to the next slide. Gabby, could you move on? Yeah. Here, so I don't want to go too much into the technical details, but I wanted to tell you a little bit, explain to you a little bit about Hunter Chemistry in numbers. And the number in the middle, 177, I wonder if you can guess what the number is. This number is the number of students we graduated last year from Hunter Chemistry Department. 177 is a huge number. In fact, we graduate, a number of this chemistry graduate is among the top 10 in the nation, entire United States. We are one of the largest chemistry departments in the nation. Our graduate number is bigger than Ohio State University, comparable to UC Berkeley. Many big other schools have similar size of graduate every year. So we are one of the biggest chemistry department in the nation. Number 24, as Gabby mentioned earlier, is the size of our faculty members, research, teaching, all kinds of things going on in the department. Number 5 up there is the specialized research facility directors. We have state-of-the-art facilities such as nuclear magnetic resonance facility, mass spectrometry facility, X-ray crystallography facility, and so on. So we have top-notch research instrumentation, and we have PhD level research directors maintaining those instruments to support our research. So we are very well equipped to do research in our department. Number 45 on the left bottom corner is the number of PhD students we have in our department. So we have a big size of graduate students interacting with undergraduate students. So it's a very vibrant environment where you can learn a lot about chemistry and potential career opportunities for the future. Number 7 is the people who help in the chemistry stockroom people who are supporting undergraduate laboratory research. We are very well supported by the college to offer many different laboratory courses, and those people support our department. And 3M over here, shown here, is the grant funding we receive every year from federal external grant sources for our research. So we draw a lot of dollars for our research, and we have so many great chemists and researchers in our department who bring in a lot of money to the department and to conduct research. So we are a very well funded department and a great place to do research. Finally, number 60 down here is the number of publication generated from our department every year. If you, Gabby, can move on to the next slide. So for example, these are pictures of research cover articles. So I just said in the last slide, we published 60 papers, but it's just not just the papers. Many of our papers are featured on the cover of scientific journals, which is a special honor. Not every paper will make it to the cover, of course. And so, last few years, our faculty members were successful in publishing paper research and put them on the cover of scientific journals. That shows how how strong our research activity is, and why you want to consider Hunter Chemistry Department as a place to be and conduct research. Next slide, please. So this is the final slide, pretty much the final slide. So things to remember for you is Hunter Chemistry Department. We have world-class science. We are doing world-class science, and we have vibrant student body where you can learn and grow and get strong chemistry training. And importantly, our department is known, and we have a track record of sending our students to diverse careers, not just the chemistry research, but medicine and geology, even astronomy, many other areas. From chemistry, people move on to many different areas. And so we are proud to have this a great gateway, serve as a great gateway for students. And I would like you to seriously consider Hunter College and Hunter Chemistry Department. And that's pretty much my presentation.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, both of you. I'm pretty sure that I learned half of these things because I probably did not know this much detail about chemistry. So I appreciate it. The next part of this session is really for us to introduce you to students, which, no offense, is probably my favorite part of the session because you get to hear from current students who are taking classes and doing all these awesome things that you've heard about. So first, I'd like to introduce you to Rochelle, and she'll tell you a little bit about herself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Rochelle. I am a biochemistry and studio art double major with a cultural anthropology minor. A little weird, but very out there. I love the chemistry department. I think my favorite course that I've ever taken was organic chemistry, especially organic chemistry lab, because you get to do so many cool experiments. You actually get to visualize some of these chemical reactions. A big part of me for Hunter and choosing chemistry was because I felt I had a lot of opportunities available to me. I'm interested in a lot of different things. I'm currently on the pre-med track, but I'm also very interested in art restoration, and in getting a master's in biochemistry is also something I'm very interested in doing. So picking the chemistry department was probably the best decision I could have ever made, in terms of having so many opportunities made for me and having a really great community in general. I think that you'll meet a lot of students here who will always kind of be there for you, and there's a lot of available resources. Hunter has one of the best opportunities for tutoring and a lot of resources just so you can really do well in these courses. So that's just a little bit about me.
Thank you, Rochelle. That's a lot about you, just want to say. Next up, I have Han, who's also a chemist major. So Han, all yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Han, and I'm like Rochelle, I'm also a biochemistry major with a math and public health minor. And my favorite chemistry class at Hunter is Biochem 1, and as well as Biochem 2 right now with Dr. Ashraf, who I think is an amazing lecturer. I really enjoy, not that I didn't enjoy organic chemistry or general chemistry, but it's the one that I enjoyed the most. And I really enjoy like how Hunter professors, throughout my chemistry studies since freshman year here has been very detailed oriented, which I think is very important in chemistry because like Rochelle said, like working through different mechanisms is like it requires like you to understand a lot about like, okay, why certain things work and why certain things don't. So I like that about all of our professors in the chem department because they really go like down to earth on the explanation and they're very clear with what to do. And even if you don't get it, they often offer like a variety of a variety. They offer a lot of office hours for help, and you can always go to the Skirball Science Center to get additional help beyond that. And students often form study groups within themselves in the chemistry department. So like it's just a lot of supportive. It's a very supportive environment as a chemistry student, and very like professors care about your learning. They want you to learn, which is why this is the main reason why I chose to come to Hunter, and especially the chemistry department.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think that was both of you guys, the students sounded impressive already because we've gotten a few questions. How the heck do you combine so many different majors in day to day? So who wants to take it first? Han, I'll start with you since I started with Rochelle first. So Han.
Yeah, sure. So I don't have a double major, but I do have a double minor in math and public health. And I would say that I'm as a biochemistry, which is option 2 major, I think there's room for flexibility. So I think like Rochelle and I'm also on the pre-med track. It's very you want to be exploring as many things as you can. And because of that, the biochemistry major does have its requirements, but at the same time, it leaves you room to also take on another major and perhaps minors like myself. So I'm actually applying for jobs right now to different companies like Pfizer with my biochemistry major, which I think if it's not for my conversation with different faculty members, that would not have been achieved. So like, again, that goes back to like, okay, managing different major and minors is able to help you to explore like your career options, and faculty will be more than happy to help you like set up your schedule, go over required courses, etc.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Rochelle, have anything to add? How do you manage all those?
I think it's also the availability of the chem courses. A lot of them are offered in the summer, in the fall, in the spring. There's a lot of availability for you guys to double up on courses. So I do think that this is not something that every school does. You know, there are some schools where they only teach one chem course at one moment, and if you don't catch it, you just don't get that type of degree. I think that something really special about Hunter and the chemistry department is they make it very available for students. There's even Saturday general chemistry courses if you can't do it during the week. They really do try to make it very available for all the students, and they're always there to support you. So if there's a lot of opportunity for you not only to just take numerous courses at once, take it at various points in your career in general, in your academic career here, but also Hunter itself is just a really open school to doubling up on majors. As long as you go out of your way to like, learn about it, it's very possible.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I have a few questions that came in that I think would be better for faculty. So we're going to shift gears a little bit. One of the questions came in, if I'm interested in dental school, do you think that chemistry is something that would help me get there?
Oh, definitely. I recently had one student who just got into Columbia Dental School in my lab, who's working in my lab. And so chemistry major, that student was in biochemistry concentration, and that satisfies all the requirements for dental school application. So definitely we do. I mean, biology has a great program as well, but Hunter chemistry, if you graduate from our department, certainly that's a great preparation for dental school application.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And the next question is somewhat similar, but somebody's asking if they're looking to do pharmacology and things of that side, right? More pharmaceutical things. Are there opportunities for students within the chemistry department to sort of focus on that aspect?
I can take that too. So we have several faculty members who does medicinal chemistry related research. So organic synthesis and development of potential new drugs and so on. And we even have a course titled Medicinal Chemistry. That's an elective course. And I myself teach a course, Computational Drug Discovery. So there are many courses and research labs involved in development of new drugs. So there are many opportunities to learn those drug development processes if you are interested in pharmacy school or pharmaceutical science in the future.
Thank you. A lot of students heard mentioning of a lot of research. So everybody's talked about some sort of research at this point. So they're curious, how do you actually find these research opportunities when you're a chemistry student? Rochelle, want to take that first?
Yeah, I've done about 3 different rounds of research. Some benchwork research for purely biological research. I'm currently doing clinical research, and there's also chemistry research very available at Hunter College. A lot of it is reaching out to your faculty. Your professors are all mostly involved in very astounding research. If you express interest to them and you are present, you can be involved in that as well. Just as Professor Akira mentioned, there's plenty of hospitals and research facilities all around Hunter. If you reach out to their faculty, if you express interest in certain projects, you will get it. Just like I did, I emailed 30 or so faculty members at various research positions, and then one got back to me, and then I got a really great experience in bench work.
Awesome, thank you. Does faculty want to chime in? How would students go about? What do you recommend for the students who are looking for research opportunities and so forth? Anyone?
Gabby, you want to take, or I can take too? So yeah, Rochelle really summed up really well. There are opportunities, and if you don't know where to begin, we will help you. You can come to the advising Professor Smiriano. Gabby can also help pointing to the right direction. On the other hand, some of the more proactive students, they just talk to the research institutes right around the Hunter campus, just like Rochelle did, and find, it's not like you send one email and you get the research opportunity like that. You have to send many different email messages. But as long as you're tenacious and if you have good grade and marketable skills, you will be picked up by some research group. These opportunities come and go, but if you are tenacious, you'll find one, either within campus or nearby institutions.
That sounds like an advice that pretty much any department could say. It's all about you. Something that I think is interesting to mention is the motto of Hunter College is the care of the future is yours. And I think that a lot of Hunter faculty and students really live by that motto. It is all about all these different opportunities and resources are available for you, but it is on our students to take that first step. I know that I see Professor Smirno. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I'm very sorry. You've seen my last name sort of happens, right? So I've seen you many a times helping students with research, helping students with presenting during the undergraduate research, setting up the undergraduate conference. So I think there's a lot to be said about that, right? Students have to have the will to do it and want to be able to do it, but there's a lot of different resources to help you along the way. Can I actually ask you to speak a little bit about the undergraduate research conference, what that is, what students can do?
Yes, sure. So for the undergraduates conference that we run that once per year, usually this semester, last semester was actually online, but most of the time is actually in person. You can do a presentation of a poster or oral talk. Once you are accepted in one of our research labs, or even like Rochelle said, or our outside labs, you can talk with your PI and you can apply, you can submit an abstract of your research and everything that you've done, and present that to the community. It's not only for Hunter students, there are actually students coming from within the CUNY, which they visit us in that day and they like to attend and learn more about what research you're doing and results and every nice engaging process and research that you do. And usually I'm one of the panelists or the one that judge posters or talks. And at the end, sometimes they have awards or, everything.
My favorite part, I get to watch you to the students.
For the best poster, the best presentation, right? So you get something in exchange of doing that. And you just get, access to the community and talk with different students and your peers from other institutions. And you can get opportunities, to go and join other labs and do rotations and do more research.
Thank you. One more academic question before we shift gears back to our students. Somebody's asking about the chemistry education program.
Yes.
You want to start off?
I can take that. Yeah, I just replied to her that she can contact me. But yes, we do have a very, very strong education joint program between chemistry and education and School of Ed in Hunter. So if you want to do education program, you should be chemistry major. So that's one of the requirements. And then we can, work with you, and we can admit you to both the School of Ed and Hunter. And we have a chemistry, sorry, and we have a BS MS program in education. So you can do it all. Once you are a graduate student, you can take more graduate courses in education to be able to graduate after 5 years with a BS MS in education and just go and teach in any high school or anything like that. So if anyone is interested in that, please contact me. I can meet with you and I can explain you the process of doing a BSMS in education. And we do have a very, very strong program with the School of Ed in Hunter.
Sorry, thank you for mentioning that. I wanted to give a little bit of background just because some students may not be familiar. So the way the School of Education at Hunter works is that if you're looking to teach chemistry, it is a program where you teach students usually at a higher level, right? So usually you're looking at classes 9 through 12. To do that, to be an educator in the grades 9 through 12, you need to have a content area. So chemistry would be your content area. That is your major, that is what you focus on, but the School of Education works with you and you do both. You do education and chemistry classes during your junior and senior year, really. So that way, by the time you graduate, your master's program is really focused on your education coursework. And that's what gives you the license and does all of that. And the cool thing is that the Department of Chemistry works really, really well with the School of Education by offering a large variety of courses where you could combine the two. You can combine your student teaching hours with your observation hours and your coursework and all that. And I think that's probably unique, something that you should know if you're considering. One thing to note about that program too, specifically the chemistry or science education programs, is that there's something called the Noyce Scholarship, and it's for students in their junior and senior year, which could potentially cover a little bit of money for you junior, senior year, and your graduate programs. It's a phenomenal opportunity, especially if you're going into education. 75% of our students graduate without any debt for college, but that Noyce scholarship helps with the graduate program as well. And that is a huge, huge perk to kind of keep in the back of your mind, I think. Shifting gears back to some students, we have time for a few more questions. One of the questions came in, is there any club for chemistry majors? Rochelle, Han, anyone?
There is a chemistry club there's one on campus. There's various clubs on campus relating to chemistry, all the majors, any of the pre-health tracks, pre-dental, everything can be found on the Hunter website as well.
Thank you. Han, are you part of any of those?
No, but I would like to say that I know a lot of chemistry majors who are part of pre-health societies, and because of that, they have shared experience in the same major. So joining those pre-health organizations, if you are one, would be helpful.
I think this is where we're going to have to go into the next question. So Han, since you're already up, what is this pre-health organization you speak of?
Okay, well, so regarding pre-health in general, so the Hunter has it's called a pre-professional suite. So it has pre-law, pre-health, and more specifically pre-health. It's an office that helps you apply for health profession careers, including but not limited to medicine, dental school, PA, physician assistant, nurse practitioner, optometry, etc. And so pre-health organization is including this office, and within this office there are different clubs and associations that you could join. So there's the minority, there's an organization for minority pre-health students, there's another organization for specifically PA students. It's a kind of like a sorority. So it's again, the whole list is found on the Hunter website, but yes.
I love that you called it kind of like a sorority. We actually have real sororities, folks, too, but I love that it's a concept where you have sort of a family of folks. I have a lot of students who are student ambassadors with chem major or bio major, and they're on this pre-health sorority track, as you call it. And a lot of them study together, live together, sleep together. All this is a big part of one big cohesive unit, I feel like. Just to give you guys a heads up for the students right here, we do have this pre-professional advising unit. As a student at Hunter, you will get a few different advisors. One, as a freshman, you will be getting a peer advisor, so somebody who's going to meet with you over this coming summer and talk to you about the general requirements for Hunter, like how to do your general core classes out of the way in your first year or second year, whatever it may be, like basic peer-to-peer sort of conversations. The second layer to that is a professional academic advisor, so somebody within the Office of Advising who's going to make sure that you're progressing towards your careers towards your degree, essentially. The third level to this is an advisor within the academic program. And that is, you know, anybody in the chemistry department, one of many advisors that are available. We're going to meet with you and make sure that what you're doing in chemistry makes sense, what it is that you want to do with chemistry further down the line. And then a whole fourth level to this is the pre-professional advising team. And those folks are here for a specific purpose. They're here to help you get into med schools, dental schools, PA schools, or whatever the next level after Hunter is. So there's a whole bunch of people out here to help you out. You definitely have time to decide. You definitely don't have to decide right away in your freshman year that you want to do chemistry, you want to be pre-med student. You have plenty of time to decide. And there's all this different help that's here to kind of guide you through those decisions too. So don't worry, you have a little bit of time. I think that covers all of our questions. I want to give a huge shout out to my students and the faculty members. Thank you so much all for being here. A few basic reminders for the students who are attending this. One, congrats. We're very excited to welcome you for this fall semester. Two, don't forget to keep an eye on your emails. You will be getting your accepted student portal, which is a portal that's going to have everything you need for creating your Hunter email accounts, looking at the advising paperwork and doing all that stuff. All that will come to you probably in the next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So keep an eye on those emails. Now, the last but not least item, if you have questions for any of the students in this room, so Rochelle or Han or pretty much anybody else in chemistry, there's a Unibuddy platform. If you go on our website, on our admissions website, there's a little button that says chat with students. Ask them questions. They can answer way more questions about chemistry than we were able to cover in this live session. They're excited to talk to you. I kind of bribed them to be here today. So I'm hoping that they will respond to you pretty quickly too. Once again, thank you for everybody being here. Thank you for the students who came to this. We're looking forward to meeting you in person, hopefully very soon. Bye guys. Have an awesome day.
Bye. Thank you guys. Looking forward.